Well, it's Margaret again, and I'm back in the grow room, and I've got a trough of water outside, just ordinary water out of the water butt, no fertiliser, and I'm going to put the Vandas, the big Vandas, in that shortly. And so I thought I'd just quickly give you a grow room update. Now, why is that twisted around that way? That one's supposed to go. This is the one of the bark areas, and I've got a new growth there. Can you see? That's twisted. There, that's better. This is the other one, and that's the oops, let's show you this one. There I can. And we've got a new growth there. Or probably a new root, I think. Not a new growth. Oh, that's the one that's got this spike coming out, but it's gone brown at the end. Now this one is one I've had for a while, and let's have a look what this one's called. Erica. There we are. And that's already started to shed, because it is deciduous, and already you see it's starting to shed its leaves. And these are some of the frags, and this one is Phragmipedium grande, and I don't know whether that's going to grow up and give me anything, I'm sure. And I've got one there at the back, that's Lasverinus. Oh no, it isn't, it's Andean Fire. And that's the Procatavola Jarrack Green Star. And got another Phragmipedium up there, two of the Chrysotoxins. If I stand on my little step here, that's the Coelogene Berfidiense. Just changed things around a little bit here, and I've moved the Dendrobium Gatton Sunray over the other side because I thought that was getting too much of this draft from this fan here. It's not an oscillating one. There's some more of the frags up here, and oh, we've got the traffic coming now. It's 23.6 and we're down to 66% humidity. And if we look here, this is the Angraecum sesquipedale, and there's that root, and so that one's doing quite well in waterculture. And it's just really a quick look round. I've not put the full spectrum lights on yet. We have had beautiful weather, lovely sunshine, it's penetrated through, and even this area. But as soon as I finish this video, I'll put both of the full spectrum lights on. I step up again. Those are the Cattleyas. This one's Persivaliana, doing very well, and this one is RLC Yen 24C, oh 24K by Memoria Robert Strait, and that's doing very, very well. Here we are, good old faithful Sidera japonica, and I said it had got a couple of leaves that, you know, had gone limp, and this one's still gone limp. This will go in the water trough. There, you see, we've got a flower inflorescence starting, so I'm really thrilled about that one, and I'm really upset about this one, Cattleya purpurata var semi-albaduncle. It has got a lovely growth, about 2 inches, and I lifted it out of the trough and caught it, so I've knocked it off. I could really knock myself up about that, but what can you do? Accidents happen, and we just have to accept them. This is, of course, Rinco Cattleya Pink Empress, and there we go, there's that new growth. You see it? And when I watered this, all this bark came out, so I had to put all the bark back in, but it's doing fine. And this is the Cattleya Walkeriana. You see, got a nice growing root there. And again, you see, this was watered yesterday, but with this heat, I'm really struggling to keep some of them hydrated. Well, I'm not struggling, but I don't want to overwater them, especially this time of the year. And this one here is the Brachyocatleanthe Jarak Fire Star. And let's have a look at this one. This fell out of its pot, and I've put it a little bit lower down in this pot. And Rinco Cattleya Fushu Happy Holiday, that's this one. And this is my Laelia Labata, and which is this one? This is Labiata. There's Labata and Labiata, and they sit here. Oh, look at the green roots on there. Can you see? On this nice big one here. And of course, this is the sorry about that, let me just get rid of that leaf. This is the one that I've put the all the little seedlings on. And there's a nice little root there, and we've got that one. I don't know whether you'll see it, that little leaf coming out from that axil there. And I'm sure these here on the Laelia rubescens, these two bulbs have plumped up, and we've got a nice green growing tip there. So that just sits there. And of course this is the Phalaenopsis Finleyi Sin minus Stewartiana, and that's one of the little I think it's a Kingianum. This one was from Cathin. It had a little bit of scale which I've treated, and I've put it on here, but you see it's shedding a couple of leaves, but I don't worry about that, it's only natural. And that's the Laelia Anceps. I go back on my step again. Oh dear, that root stopped growing now because it's reached the top of that mount, and but it's still doing fine. And this is the Orchids Falcata, and that's the little Alatilio Santa Maria with that little growth there, and I hang that one there. And this is the Gallio Petalum Princess Haruri. There we are. Ooh, can you see? Ooh, you won't see it, and can't get any closer. That got watered the other day, and there's another new growth there. I've no idea about this one. I've no idea about its growth habit, but that's, I don't know. Ooh, that made me jump. that was the Aspasia. Ooh. I don't know what this is, I'm sure, but we'll have to see. A little pinguicula growing. And this one here, this Cattleya Dusky made by RLC Bruce Randall, what I decided to do, it was quite high up in that terracotta pot, and this is a self-watering pot, and it's all in inorganic media. And I thought, well, if I put it in here, it's further down, and I think it's going to benefit from higher humidity down there. Not very good with the light, is it? And there's the other chrysotoxin next to the aspasia, and that big one with the nice roots there is the Laelia purpurata. So I'm going to bring you down here and I can just watch my step, and of course I've already done a video on the chysis. And this one, this is little Zorro, and I had to be careful with this one because I found a mealybug in this, but I've treated it, and I think I've got it in time. So then that prompted me then to go through and look at them all. See, these are planted in live moss, and this is Howardian Princess. That's doing very nicely, and that will have to be watered again. And this is the Maxillaria. Let me just lift this out. That seems to be doing better. And I've put it in this pot, and it tilts forward. It's one of these that tilt forward, and it's in bark and live moss, and so and that gets the full blast. And these are the this is Vanda Peaches, and that's Vanda curvifolia, and that's the Dendrobium just tucked in the back there, Goldsmithianum, and this is of course the Cattleya Pastoral Innocence, and it's got some roots coming outside that self-watering pot, and if we go in a bit further we've got roots there as well. And this one here, the Alicera, just showing a leaf dying back, but I don't worry. This is Oncidium Powii that I've had since 2016, and believe it or not, it's started to give me roots and 2 growths. And this is the little Phalaenopsis, and I've got it with some water in this little dessert dish, just to keep it upright, and let's hope that will be fine. This is the second inflorescence starting on the Phalaenopsis violacea indigo blue. That's the Cattleya Dusky. And again, which one's this one? This is Bellina times violacea. Oh, this is Samira. So Samira is okay. And this is Amboyance. And we've just got one leaf. That seems to be dying back a little bit. And these have been fed and watered this week. That's a little Stellus. Now the light's not very good here, is it? There we are. Because of course I've got them on the bottom here, and they've got the lights that go under the shelves. And there's another Stellus. And that's a Goldsmithianum. And that's my Sergio Aria. And if we go under here, that's the Phalaenopsis pulcherrima, doing very well. That's the Crumenitum, one of the little cuttings that I'd managed to save. I think that's a Kingianum there. That's a Masdevallia. Oh, this one here with the inflorescence, that's Phalaenopsis tetraspis purple. And I have one that sits on this side now. What have I done with that? Oh, it's just on the top shelf. This is one from Kathy. I'm not sure whether it's a Masdevallia or a Restrepia. And that's another Masdevallia, Plumdii. And these are some of the fowls down here. Keep my eye on them. I've checked all them. And here's a couple of the Petalums doing very well. That one's still in bloom. And this is Forbesii, Cattleya Forbesii. That's the Phalaenopsis to trespass. That needs some feed, and a little green growing tip there. This is the Cattleya, the one I brought back from the brink. Not the one that's called Pamela Hetherington. This is this one. And just is in inorganic media. These are a couple of bulbophyllums of Cattleya. That one's growing. And that one's growing very nicely. And if we just manoeuvre along, I missed this one out, didn't I? This is the other part of Yen 24C, sorry, K. And that was, see how dry it is? It won't come to any harm. That'll get plunged into the water butt. And I wanted to show this one for Michael. Now this is Zygo, Petalum, Makai. A lot of people say Makai because it's M-C-K-A-Y, but I think we pronounce it here Makai. I've just got that leaf going back a bit, Michael. And if you look in there, whoop, got a green growing tip there. And if we look here, we've got another green growing tip. And let's have a look. Oops, what I wanted to ask was, what's that bulge there? Can you see that bulge? There's something coming out of it. I've no idea. But that loves it there. Gets the full extent of the draft. Absolutely loves it. That's the Holcoglossom M.E.s sunlight. And I must do something about that really, because it shouldn't be in just moss. And this is Hildepoxen, and let's take Hildepoxen down because Hildepoxen has a new growth, and I've waited a long time for that, but thankfully now it's given me a new growth. And on this shelf here, can you see, I've got a spare pot here. Just put that down on that shelf. These are Cattleya's, and look, can you see? All those are new roots. So hopefully we're out of the woods with some of these of Cattleya's. I know the lighting is not good here, and I do apologise about that because I've got no light underneath these shelves here. But these are Cattleya's. There's that nice one with a big fat pseudobulb. And there's another one. This is one of Cattleya's, and I felt it was too wet, so I've put it in a smaller pot. And this sits in the direction of this oscillating fan, and that is enjoying that. This is Barkeria Wartonia. See, I think this one might be deciduous, but I'm not sure. I'll have to just check that one. This is some kind of, oh, this is Berryoda, and you'll see under here, excuse the external noises, I don't know whether you'll hear them, but it's the schools that are just coming out. And there we go. Some I've gone over this morning, so I won't go over all of them again. This one's growing nicely. I think this is an ensicular. There we go. You see? And that seems to be doing very well. So if I just show you here, these are the Petalums, You see how well they're doing. I've wiped the leaves and they've really perked up. It's got a new centre leaf coming, and that one's extending, and this one is also seems to be doing very nice. I could just do with it being in a deeper pot, but a deeper pot would mean I might have it too wet, so I've got to be careful. These are 3 more of the Phragmopediums. That is Scaffold Lotus. There we go. I've got 2 mounted, 1 in a pot. And these are the Hoyas. I'm still struggling with this one. Keeps dropping my leaves, and yet that one, which I don't know the name of this one, that was a cutting, and look at the new leaves it sent out. So some seem to have settled better than others, and this is Strepioides, Pleurophthalus. Oh, here we are. Let me get rid of that little tiny. Pleurophthalus for Strepioides, and there. Got a root. So I have to be careful with this one, because this one seems to get wrapped round these bigger ones, and that's of course the Dendrobium getting some way. And if I go down without breaking my neck, she says, can you get down under that bottom shelf, which you don't see all that well, but they're there. They're the Phalaenopsis. These are all the Phalaenopsis which I've just shown you in waterculture. These are all in waterculture. Don't forget, when this full spectrum light goes on above these 2 shelves, the full spectrum light cascades down, and these get some nice light. And there we go, even darker down on this bottom shelf. There's another tray of those that I've put on pouches with the roots outside. And they're all in these trays now to give them humidity. I mean, I've no idea what this one is. It's got these very fine leaves, look, and yet it's got quite a thick pseudobulb. That one's got a newish leaf. I think that might be a Maxillaria, I'm not too sure. So anyway, I'm not going to struggle putting that back there. I've shown you these, and let's just get up now. There we go. It's not the getting down, it's the getting up. And oh, I wanted just to show you something, hold on. Right, so what I wanted to do was leave you with a teaser. Now is it going to focus? There we go. And you see, it says wait 4376G, track your shipment, regards, Mark. And bring that up so you can see. And look at the size of the box. That's already left the Netherlands and is on its way to me here. So that's going to be absolutely super exciting, that is. And let's come back up now. Let's bring back the focus, if it'll allow me to focus. Yes, it's focusing now. So I'm waiting for that parcel to come, and those are gifts. Can you believe it? Those are gifts. I can hardly sleep at night wondering. So, oh, this is the Ruth Carpenter. Look at these. Look how these have extended out. Let's put this back on now. It's getting a bit warm in here. That's that Cattleya at the back there. That's Pamela Hetherington. And these are a couple of Phalaenopsis. So all is looking well in the orchid room. Like I say, I've got to come up, and I will have to do some kind of watering other than the Vandas. But I've filled in 2 troughs, so they should be fine. There we go. And you see, oh, I tell you, that cool breeze is lovely. What's the temperature now with me in here? Oh, it's still 23. What's the humidity? Let's have a look. 63%. There we go. So, thank you for joining me. And as soon as that parcel arrives, I shall be making a video. So I'm going to step back here and take my leave of you. Take care. Bye bye now.